Let me ask you something. How many times have you waited to feel ready? How many times have you said, I'll start Monday. I'll go when I'm in the mood. I'll do it when I feel motivated. I'll tell you what that is. That's not a plan. That's a prayer. And prayers without action, they're just wishes wearing church clothes. Here's a fact. A University of Scranton study found that 92% of people who set goals never actually achieved them. 92%. That means if you put 10 people in a room right now, 9 of them are going to fall short of what they said they wanted. And you know what's killing them? They're waiting on motivation. They're waiting to feel something. They're waiting for a sign. They're waiting for the universe to align. But let me tell you what nobody tells you when you're 25, staring at your ceiling at 2 in the morning, wondering what you're doing with your life. Motivation is a feeling. Feelings come and go. Discipline is a decision. And decisions compound. My name doesn't matter right now. What matters is this. If you are a young person between the ages of 25 and 35, if you feel like you're losing the race you didn't even know you were in, if you feel like everyone around you is moving and you're stuck, this video is for you. This is the video I needed at 25 and nobody gave me. Stay with me. Motivation is a lie. I want to talk to you about something that's going to make some of you uncomfortable. Motivation is the most overrated concept in self-improvement. Search how to get motivated right now and you'll get 2 billion results. 2 billion. Because motivation is a response to external stimuli. You watch a video, you get pumped up. You listen to a song, you want to run through a wall. You hear a speech at a graduation, you're ready to change the world. And then Monday comes. Tuesday comes. The alarm goes off at 5:30. It's raining. You're tired. You had a bad conversation with your boss. And suddenly, where'd that motivation go? It left. Because it was never yours to keep. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the engine. Denzel Washington, one of the greatest actors who has ever lived, he said something that stayed with me. He said, without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. Commitment and consistency. Not excitement, not motivation, not a mood. And now I want to ask you something even harder. What are you building on the days you don't feel like it? Because that answer right there, that is who you actually are. The science of discipline. Let me give you the data because I want you to understand this is not philosophy. This is biology. Researchers at Duke University found that approximately 45% of our daily behaviors are habits, automatic, unconscious, routine. Almost half of what you do every single day, you don't even think about. You just do it. That's discipline at its highest form, when the behavior becomes automatic. When you don't have to negotiate with yourself every morning. When you don't have to argue with the part of your brain that wants to stay comfortable. There's a concept in psychology called activation energy, the mental effort required to start a task. Motivation tries to manufacture that energy out of thin air every single time. Discipline lowers the activation threshold until the task doesn't require energy at all. It just requires showing up. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, a book that has sold over 15 million copies, he talks about the idea of identity-based habits. He says the most effective way to build discipline isn't to ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? It's to ask, who do I want to become? Because a person who wants to be fit tries to find motivation. A person who identifies as disciplined just works out. That's what they do. That's who they are. You have to decide who you are before you decide what you do. And I know some of you watching this right now are in the middle of a quarter-life crisis. You graduated. You thought life would open up. Instead, it got harder. The freedom you wanted came with a weight you weren't ready for. Nobody gave you a roadmap. Nobody told you that your mid-20s would feel like being thrown into the ocean without swimming lessons. But here's what I need you to hear. The feeling of being lost, that's not failure. That is the beginning. But only if you pair it with action. Every single day, whether you feel like it or not. If this is hitting home right now, I need you to do one thing. Drop a comment below. Just write the word discipline and tell me one thing you've been putting off because you haven't felt motivated. Because I want to see it and I want to hold you accountable. That's why we built this community. So you don't have to go through this alone. Now let's keep going. Fail, but fail forward. Now here's the part nobody wants to talk about. Discipline doesn't protect you from failure. I need you to understand that. You can be the most disciplined person in the room and still lose the contract, still get rejected, still watch your plan fall apart. Discipline is not a guarantee, it's a compound, like interest. And just like interest, you don't see the return right away. In 2014, a study published in the European Journal of Social Psychology found it takes an average of 66 days, not 21, the way they used to tell us, 66 days to form a new habit. 2 months of showing up before your brain even starts to accept the behavior as normal. 2 months of no results. 2 months of doubt. 2 months of asking yourself, is this working? Should I quit? Is this even worth it? And most people quit in week 3. They quit right before the compound starts to pay off. They plant a seed, water it for 20 days, see no tree, and walk away right before the roots take hold. Don't be that person. I'm going to tell you something I've learned. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not a talent gap. It's not a resource gap. It's not even an opportunity gap. It's a consistency gap. The people you admire, the ones building the businesses, the careers, the bodies, the families, the lives you want, they are not more gifted than you. They are more consistent than you. They showed up on the Tuesday when nothing felt good. They showed up on the Thursday when they were exhausted. They showed up on the Sunday when everyone else was watching television. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. That is not a cliche. That is a scientific principle. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before the light bulb worked. He didn't fail at making a light bulb. He found 1,000 ways that didn't work. Discipline kept him in the room. What to do starting today. So let me bring this home, because I don't want you to walk away from this video feeling good. I want you to walk away with something you can use tonight. Number 1, stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a myth. Confident people don't wait to feel confident. They act, and the confidence comes after. The same is true for discipline. Start before you're ready, and the readiness will catch up. Number 2, shrink the goal until you can't say no. You want to write a book? Write 1 paragraph. You want to get fit? Do 10 push-ups. You want to build a business? Make 1 call. The goal is not the output. The goal is to build the identity of someone who shows up. Start so small that failure is almost impossible. Number 3, protect your environment. Discipline is hard. Temptation is easy. Set up your life so that the right thing is the easiest thing. Put your running shoes next to your bed. Delete the apps that steal your time. Put your phone in the other room. Don't rely on willpower. Willpower is a finite resource. Environment design is infinite. Number 4, measure input, not outcome. Don't measure whether you got the result today. Measure whether you showed up today. Did you do the work? Yes or no? That's it. You control the input. You don't control the outcome. Chase the process, and the results will follow. 40 years ago, a woman in a beauty shop looked at a young man who was flunking out of school, no direction, no plan, no future that made any sense, and she told him he was going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. He didn't feel motivated that day. He felt lost. He felt embarrassed. But he made a decision, a quiet, daily, unsexy, invisible decision to keep showing up, to keep trying, to keep going. Motivation would have left him in that beauty shop. Discipline walked him out. If this video helped you, share it with one person who needs to hear it right now. Subscribe if you want more content built specifically for people who are done waiting and ready to move. And leave a comment. Tell me your one non-negotiable daily discipline. Let's hold each other accountable.